Hey, what's up, you guys? So, today's the first day of waking up hella early and extreme hustle mode to come up as a children's book author and to really accomplish a whole lot. So, it's 6 a.m. right now. Well, it's 6:16. I had to run out and get the camera and figure it all out because I forgot the camera in the car. It's October 8th. Monday, first day of this. I got a little bit of sleep last night. Got my lucky sigh, so I'm ready to go. And I needed to do some more cleaning last night. I ended up having to help a friend, and there's always something, but that's okay. So I'm trying to go to bed at like 10 p.m. Wake up at 6. I think that's reasonable. I know I won't always be able to do that, but we're gonna get hella productive here, super focused. So I need to go ahead and clean up a little bit today. And I have this schedule built. Let me pull this up real fast. Sorry guys, I'm half asleep. But this is going to be interesting to document all this. It's going to be cool to watch super productivity happen. So I started building a schedule, and this is called the hustle schedule. It says like 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. eat, so wake up, eat my breakfast right away, and juice. That eating might change when I go through, if I start doing intermittent fasting. But I want to start juicing like early in the morning, and if I'm waking up, I would rather juice with fruit juices and vegetable juices, which gives you somewhat of a natural high, than drink coffee. But I'll still utilize coffee, but I'll probably start doing like juicing 2 to 3 times a week at first, and so like that kind of thing. And then I put like a time. I'll adjust all this, but I put like a time frame from like 7 to 8, like Instagram, Facebook, and my social media stuff. Because I try to go through and say hi to people, and then do marketing and publicity 101, which is just share your stuff, get yourself out there, like other people's stuff. Do comments on YouTube videos, do comments on Instagram pictures, all that kind of stuff. Build community. And that's really important, actually. It seems kind of like it's not work, but it's really important for what I'm doing. And then 8 to 9, I want to go for a run/walk, and that's when I'll probably do Facebook Live, is early mornings with Will Brown, or early morning thoughts with Will Brown Art. And then 9 to 12, make 9 to 12 just... it's gonna become books, but for now I'll probably start doing just those 3 hours of painting on my Patreon paintings that I'm finishing up. That way I just knock those out. So every day I'm doing 3 hours on the painting in that time frame, and then 12 to 1, take a break / a lunch where I'm working out, because I'm trying to, if I'm gonna sit around and be sitting for hours every single day, or standing and really kind of still, I need to balance my body, and I need to work out. And that's just part of my goals as well, is come out of this winter financially well off, and come out of this winter having to work my butt off, but also having put together my body and rebuilt it quite extensively, and come into the summer feeling a lot better physically. So take a break where I eat food, and why I gave it an hour from 12 to 1 is because it's good to cook. It's a lot healthier than just grabbing crap and throwing it in my body. So that's when I would probably cook, and if I'm doing intermittent fasting, then that's when I start to really eat as well. Which I'll do a video on intermittent fasting and why I would possibly start doing that. 12 to 6, so 6 hour frame there will just be focused on children's books. And like I said, once I get caught up on the paintings, 9 to 12 will be just children's books as well. And 6 to 8, so after I get done with children's books, then I spend about 2 hours more than likely editing up this footage and trying to save this footage of the day. And then 8 to 10 is just kind of like free time. Maybe I go, well, I can't do laundry. I'll have to do laundry like on Sundays because the laundromat's closed by then. But, you know, fold laundry, clean, organize, you know, all the miscellaneous things of life, that kind of stuff. You know, I'll probably do like paying bills and that kind of stuff during like the 12 to 1 period of the day. And so I've broke my day down like this, and this is just a roughness. I'm gonna refine this, and if I can squeeze more things in, I will squeeze more things in. So this is just day 1 of the journey, and we're gonna get it, you guys. I will not be stopped. I'm coming up in the world, and I'm opening up doors, and I'm becoming financially secure in the thing that I'm been dreaming about doing. Regardless of my hurt, any depression, any fears, any lack of belief on anybody else's part, this is my time to rise up. So I'm excited to share this journey with you guys. And then I will just try to do like, today I'll try to do hour intervals where I kind of like record myself like every hour, you know, and kind of the when I switch or when I'm progressing. And then there might be stuff that I'm doing that's worthwhile, just recording the whole thing and like fast motioning it, you know. I'll figure out what that looks like for editing, for everything, like what's the best way to record this process so it's entertaining for you guys, but then it's also pretty simplistic to edit, so those 2 hours of editing don't turn into, you know, 4 hours or something, and then I lose a lot of time because then I gotta, you know, have a little short little period of time to get done the stuff I need to get done, and then also to cook dinner, to eat, to take care of myself in that regard too. So it's going to be a delicate balance. But this morning I'm going to go ahead and start cleaning up a bunch of this stuff. I'll do social media stuff, and then I'll clean up a bunch of this area because yesterday I couldn't get around to it by the time I got back. And I'm just going to try to keep my surroundings really clean and organized. I got to fill up that calendar too, or I'll use some of this morning time when I would be normally like cooking and juicing and stuff, because I don't have any vegetables for juicing right now with me, to organize this stuff and to like get my stuff organized and good. Might spend some time with my lucky Sai. That's that. All right, guys. This is hour 1. Will Brown Art Super Hustle coming up in the world. Hey, how's it going, guys? It's 7:03, and I just been in here cleaning. I want to get everything organized as much as possible. I do need to hop on some of the social media. I checked a few things, but I want to go through and keep building the Instagram. I got a strategy for that. And so if you haven't followed me on Instagram, you should do that. There's a link in the description below. And then I went ahead and cleaned off the countertops, organized some stuff, threw stuff away. I fixed my bed because I want everything to be and represent success and discipline in my life. Folded my clothes that were kind of just wildly hanging out. And then I'm going to show you real fast what else I did here. Let me turn on this light so you can see I'm starting to organize everything, clean everything up, wipe off all the dust. I need to finish these countertops. That'd be really nice. I've been in here listening to YouTube too. You guys, and this is the Winning Mindset Best Motivational compilation. Anyways, I listened to that one, and I listened to a different one, and those are really good. I love to listen to those. Real good motivational stuff. So I kind of wrote out my schedule here, and then I'm going to be writing out my to-do list of what I want to conquer, and then filling in this as well. And then over here, I threw a big old plunky piece of wood on here. See how the temperature's just right there? That's usually optimal burning. But this is all I really need in this tiny home. So I just turn that like that, and that starts drying the smoke up. Open this up as well, and that clears out any smoke that's in there. But I just take a big round like this. I build a little fire, take a big round, and I shove that in there, and that will just sit there for hours. That's what it did last night. And then this morning I woke up, and there was a little bit of coals down in there, so I closed that up, so it's just got a little bit of draw. I don't know how well you can see with the lighting. And then I closed this damper too, so it's got a little bit of a draw. And then that will just sit there and slowly baste like a fat turkey, creating massive heat in here, drying everything out. So I am gonna hop online and do my Instagram and possibly some Facebook stuff, and then every day I'm gonna be taking pictures and updating all my social media in the morning time, and with progression of life pictures and stuff. I've done some push-ups this morning. I sweep the floor too, cleaned all that off, and then I'm gonna do some working out and start getting my body into shape. And it's happening, guys. It is happening. It's going down. So next hour, the other thing I'll do is I'll probably record like the big blocks of time. So like from like 9 to 12, not record each hour, just that's all painting kind of thing. And I might do each hour if I feel like I need accountability on it, in the sense of like, I want to be showing progress. I want to be mindful of every single hour, of every single moment, and make sure it's as productive as possible. And then as I get this schedule down, I'm going to go to even tighter one, and we're just going to build and build and build until we have so much momentum. But for right now, I'll probably take those big blocks of times and just not record. That way you don't have to see, updates every hour. Just through the first couple hours of my day, kind of show the day, show what's going on. And then maybe even do a time lapse on the big blocks of hours. So it's just like, that might be cool. So I'm figuring out how to shoot this at the same time as I'm doing all this. And hopefully today I can get shaved up too, and just start treating myself like a winner. Speaking to myself like a winner. Not to say that I don't do this, but I've been through a battle. I've been through a lot. And that's not going to hold me down. And so I know how to combat this, and you're about to watch it. You're about to watch massive focus and massive success. And I need to stay in this rhythm where I'm focused and I'm building and I'm growing every single hour, every single moment, every single second. Because success is in the seconds. It's in the seconds, because seconds lead to minutes, and minutes lead to hours, and hours lead to days, and days lead to years. Success is in the seconds. So I'm trying to capture it. Let's do this, guys. All right, you guys, here we are again, and it is currently 8:07. Had a good last hour of just continually getting up, getting ready, and social media was the main focus. So I went ahead and I posted a few pictures and a video on Instagram, and then I went ahead and befriended a whole bunch of people in some of my target areas of interest, as people that would be interested in following me online. And just did some of the messaging on there as well, and updated that kind of stuff, and then some stuff on Facebook as well, and shared and did that and responded to some people, that kind of thing. So now is the time to go for a walk/jog, and to more than likely I'll do a live video on Facebook. And so and then we're into our day just like that, and it's going to be good. It's going to be rad. So I am about to go out and take care of that. It is really nice having the bed made, and it's not super made. It's not super nice. Like, one of my exes in particular would see this and be like, "What the hell is this? This ain't no made bed, you sucker. Every corner's got to be tucked in. Look at those wrinkles. And look at those lights hanging down there." But I'll get it. Just starting to build those disciplines in my life, yo. So, all right. And then I was working on flossing and dental care. And this is great to be able to break everything down in little segments like this, and then realize how quick an hour goes by. And like I said, it's not like I wasn't working hard or disciplined before. I just was pouring myself into other stuff in social media and all kinds of studies and all kinds of stuff. And because I need to see these results right away, and I need to get these things established in my life and the income coming from it, and just to really, I want to share this with the world. I feel like it's part of my gift to humanity is my books and my art, and I need to maximize my productivity. So we're going to get it, you guys. And so right now I'm going to go work out. I'm going to go for a long walk and a jog and do a live video for Facebook. And then the other thing is doing live videos for YouTube, like motivational speaking. Hopefully I can fit that into the evening, like when I have the 2 hours for editing. Hopefully I can just get it down so I can edit super quick with this footage. Just splice it together real quick, save it, go and upload it, and while I'm uploading it, do a live video for YouTube, then drive back here, get ready for bed, sleep, all that kind of stuff, and then pass out. But 8 hours of sleep is a good thing, especially when you're working out and you're taking on a new schedule and you're really trying to like take your brain and amp it up, and take your body and amp it up, to be able to recover from that and to get into that rhythm. And it's kind of flu season and that kind of stuff. And then as I get into my rhythm, I'll probably cut that down quite a bit and maybe even go to 6 hours of sleep, depending on where I'm at, just for the sake of productivity. But, with creative energy, you have to be careful with it. You got to protect it because it's fragile. And if you get too sick or you get too not enough rest, it's not like a mundane task where it's like, okay, I'm at work and I'm just going to paint this wall and I'm just rolling out a wall, or I'm just going to stack these bricks or these cans or something. It's something where you're pulling and you're focusing and you're sharing, you know what I mean? It's, you want to be your best self. And so I'm trying to protect sleep and make sure I'm rested so I can keep going, stay strategic, stay focused, and really maximize every single hour, every single second, where I'm not like, well, I have to just stay in task. I have to stay in task, but I'm kind of like, okay, here we go every single day. I got this, right? And so we're gonna keep going, guys. Time to go for this walk, jog, run thingy. All right, we're back, you guys. Went for an epic walk. We did a live video on Facebook. It was hilarious. If any of you guys are watching from that live session, thanks for all your comments. And Jill, you're funny. You're too funny. And it was really inspirational too. Talked a lot about what I'm doing, discipline, artistic endeavors, being mauled and killed by a cougar. Saw some bunny rabbits. Jill being that cougar, and and a whole bunch of other unique and inspirational and goofy, silly, and fun content. We went into great length of describing a fence and the history of fences, and yeah, that was a really powerful moment. No jokes. That was that made my day, my week, and more than likely my year, because we so often overlook what a fence is and what a fence does for us, for our families, for our property value, for our livestock. And so to have that moment of reflection and education was priceless. So it was a really good morning. I'm back from my run though, you guys. Whew, snap out of it. I'm back from my run, you guys, and it is 9 o'clock. It's 9:08, so I'm a little bit late here, 8 minutes late. I gotta jump on that painting right now. So I'm about to run out, grab my easel, got my paints basically set up in here, and start shooting that video, because that's a separate video. And then I'll give you guys an update in a little bit here on where we are, how far we've come. It's gonna be nice. It's gonna be nice. It's gonna be rice nice. The niceness of it will be equivalent to rice. That's how nice it will be. Okay, these are seconds I'm not getting back. Time to hustle. Let's go. All right, guys, it is 10 o'clock. We've got a bunch more built on the painting here, so I thickened up the forest down in this area. I need to come in and put some color on these trees. I went ahead and put a tree in the background here. Hope that's distinguished enough from this one up front. And I was thinking about putting one right here, but I got to take the antibioticum on, and we're just going to keep layering another 2 hours at least on this painting and just get done as much as we can today. Whole bunch of layers yet to do, and it's slowly coming together. It's looking pretty rad. I like it. And so we'll just keep going. Hello! Update, Will Brown Art. Here we are, you guys. I've been painting for the last 3 hours. I had to take my medication that I only have a few days left on for my antibiotic, because I've been sick. So that's an antibiotic. So because of that, I went over and I made some food, and then I took the medication. So that was the only real break that I had in the middle of that 3-hour session. And built a whole bunch of the forest in this painting that I have to have finished. Worked on this, worked on a whole bunch of different layers back here as well. Put a tree in and behind here as well. This painting's looking good, and it's going to be done very shortly. I'm anticipating over the next 2 days it should be done and completed. If I'm doing 3 hours on it each day. And it won't be perfect, but it will be good. And so now it's 12 o'clock, and 12:06 or something like that, 12:07. And I gotta keep momentum, keep going. So I'm gonna run over, shower, and shave. I need to shave off all this and probably just cut my facial hair as well. And then work out. I gotta cut some wood, and then at 1 o'clock I'm diving into my first children's book, and that's gonna be great. That's gonna take a lot of time up front. Making a few aesthetic decisions right away that will determine the whole course of it. And so I'm going to really kind of put together probably the whole bones of it today, and figure out exactly how I want to go about it, because there's a few different angles I can go about for my illustrations. And so yeah, it's going to be just some time contemplating that, doing a little bit of research and a little bit of experiment. I have one main character for the series of books that I want to come out with, and this character I need to get right. So I need to do some sketches, and I grabbed some pictures offline of the general geometry of the character. You'll see what it is, but I don't want to copy that exactly, but I wanted to have some comparisons for the sharper edges versus softer edges, and how that portrays the character and the character's adventures. So this is all something I've been doing, is wrestling with these concepts slightly, and so that's going to be the next 6 hours after 1 o'clock. We're going to dive on that, and we're just going to focus, and get this stuff done. So, yay! $999 1,000. Woo! Let me tell you what, guys. Getting buff out here. Psych. But I did just go take a shower, shave up a little bit. Like I said, a lot of this whole process is going to be me taking care of myself, really just focusing on me, like getting my money in order, getting my finances, build my dream job, transform the world, position myself with health and finances and everything, to be able to really make a difference, bring quality entertainment to you guys, and to really just be able to provide one day as well for when I find that right woman, that special lady, for me and my children and my future wife. So, I'm working extensively on taking care of myself. Took a shower, shaved, and man, time flies though. It's already 1 o'clock, so we're about to dive on my brand new awesome children's book that I am going to really just attack with the fiery vengeance. I also went out there and I just got done cutting wood, and I cut up some wood, grabbed some more kindling, just made sure that I will be okay for at least this next night. Just grabbed a few more logs and stuff, and I used that as kind of my workout time. And then I'm in here just, hanging and doing little dips and little curls with that 15-pounder, and just taking it easy. Got an injury technically that I'm still recovering from, but I want to start building my muscle mass and getting ready for a healthy, strong body and summer and years to come. So, without further ado, I'm about to hit you with a banana. Psych, I almost did though. What would you do if I hit you with a banana? How would you handle that? Answer me that, huh? Shoot. So yeah. Let's get going. It's amazing what happens when you structure your time like this and you realize how little amount of time you have and how much time just the simplest things take, how much time simpler things take up in a day. And so over this next week, I'm going to be refining and tweaking my schedule, my activities, the things I do to be able to be more productive, because already, it's 1 o'clock already, and I'm just like, whoo, got a lot done, about to get a lot done of quality work. Yes. And so good times, guys. Here we go. Do a dance. Yo, yo, yo. Silly banana. He hides in the bed, always wanting to snuggle. He's got a little brown spot towards the end, speckled down him. Brownness. A brown banana for Will Brown. Magnificent creature. I shall eat him. Alright, I don't know what I'm talking about. I gotta go. Hey everybody, how's it going? Will Brown Art here. It has been, 5 hours? 6 o'clock now. And from 6 to 7, I'm gonna try to edit this video that I just shot today. What did I get accomplished? A whole lot. So since I'm launching out the children's books, something that's really vital and important to do is to be able to go through and restudy a lot of the content that I've already studied in the past, just to sharpen up the type of children's books I want to launch right away, how much time they're going to take depending on how I build them, whether that be a painting that's scanned into a scanner and then placed into a program, organized, put to file, put to size, and then the rest of the content that goes along with it, and then put in my Amazon Kindle children's book maker, and in turn then saved into another file type where then I can upload it to Amazon after I get copyright stuff taken care of. So I went through and I've been watching literally hours of videos and reading and gathering some more of the content that I need, or information that I need. And I have it written down over there on my whiteboard, the type of files. Also, goodreads.com, I guess, is another website for me to check out. So once I get a book published, then you can join it and be a part of it and share your books on there as an advertisement as well, and just be part of the community. So I found that, and I haven't heard about that before, so that was pretty huge. 8 by 5, 8 by 5, 8.5, 8.5. Okay, so sizes of when I'm adjusting the book or the picture, I need to make sure it's a specific size for Amazon Kindle and for CreateSpace and all that stuff. So when I upload this file, it's an appropriate image that's aesthetically pleasing and not too big and not too small and fits within inside the margins, and how to do all that. 24 pages is a maximum amount or the least amount that a children's book, picture children's book on Amazon has to be, is at least 24 pages. So I heard that before, but that was a refresher that I got to remember now. That every time I start a project, I got to think 24 pages at least. If I can make it up to around 28, I think that's around the sweet spot, because you want to give people as much content as possible. And we are dealing with a children's book here. And so I think it really has to do not so much with, if you have 30 or 28 pages, as much as the experience of those 24 pages. But it's still good to know those things and to refresh that. JPEG file, Illustrator, just some other stuff I was studying about how people do this and how they format everything. 600 by 800 pixels. So that was for a PowerPoint strategy of preparation for a book. And I got some other stuff written up there, but as you can see, I went through and I pulled out some of the main points that I need to factor into success. And that is one of the best things you can do when you start a venture, is not just throw a bunch of stuff together and then go, how the hell does this fit together? And if I just did this one thing or knew this one thing, I could have completely avoided all that extra work. I'm trying to maximize my time. So I learned of a really good strategy today that might make it so I can knock out 4 books a week with this strategy, just to build up a bulk of good content too. And it's not a bad thing to do at all. It's a good thing to do, and it's a good read, and it's good, and it's powerful, and it's entertaining, and it's wonderful. And so I might go that direction just to build a little bit of a presence online. And so I have all these books that are interconnected together, and more products to be able to share through all the links of my videos and my social media. And I'm excited about that, because that involves some photography and editing and stuff skills that I already have. And I already had a few ideas that could really work well with that. So ultimately, I have what I did is I designed a bunch of books around my creative ability, and I want my creative ability to be one of the things that's so special about my books, that I'm not hiring ghostwriters or illustrators to do the artistic side of it for me, or the writing side for me. I want it all to be a Will Brown art product. But I'm learning about all the different tools to be able to render different images and different text, and how to format it and put it all together in such a way that it's shortcuts for what would normally be a longer process. But we'll see. I mean, we'll really see. As I get into this thing, I'm going to really be able to put my finger on the pulse of what it's going to take to get to where I want to be. I want to have, 200, ultimately, I want to have like 200 children's books on there. I want to have a huge presence and a huge authority. And I want these books to be blessing children for years to come, for all of my life, and impacting them and encouraging them. And also something that I'm really proud of, and a product I'm really proud to give back to everybody who follows me and wants to help support or come alongside. And something that I can be proud to suggest, basically. So I am figuring it all out, and so we're going to have some trial runs. There's one thing I really want to launch up front, and I might, now that I've done a little bit more research and kind of figured out a few different dynamics, I might layer a few books right before that, and then into that. And then I designed a bunch of books around my creativity, and there's some books, there's one in particular that's going to be immaculate, but that specific book takes probably a few weeks of painting and illustrating just to get the 24 pages done, to be able to capture all of the intricate detail, the storyline. I mean, it is just So exciting. That's the one that's Dr. Seuss and steroids, basically. I read it to people before there's any illustrations or images. I have the book written out already previously, and every time I have, people crack up, they laugh, they're like, oh my god, I can totally see it in my head, it's so funny, it's so awesome. And so that one, I want to put something like that I'm so itching to get out. I want to put that, 10, 12 books down the line, so I get to kind of master my software, my formatting, how everything's going to work, and get the rhythm of it all, so I can, and then hopefully I'll have a large volume of books, which will help bring in income, which will help support me financially in regards to how much time I can put in one specific project. And so that's really good. Also, I got some good layers on this painting today. I took that time in the morning, the 9 to 12, and I really there's a lot of detail that has to go into this forest going through here. I built out the river quite a bit. I built over here some more, finding tones, colors, shades, all that stuff. And then up here, I put a nice happy little tree going all the way down. And so this painting's looking good. Tomorrow I'll throw another 3 hours into it, and I'll probably, I'll hopefully finish up a lot of the forest and a lot of the small details that I still need to put inside of that. But then I am going to start doing layers on the eagle, and that's what's going to make this picture pop. And I'm also contemplating putting one of these trees over here, at least the tip of it possibly, just because it will tie together more distance, but it can take away the expanse in the background if I'm not careful. So I don't know if you can see that. I don't know how much of the camera is in focus or view here. So hopefully you got all that. So you guys, all together, today was a productive day. It was a good day. I'm not done yet. I still got to edit for another 2 hours or so. Hopefully it will go quicker than that. I just got a really, really slow editing program and computer, so it takes a while to transfer files and organize files and then to save files and to do all that. But hopefully, hopefully it's going to go quick. And then at 10 o'clock tonight, I'm going to try to be curved out. I also, I did some push-ups, some light stretching. I cut wood for a workout today. And I did my run/walk and live video in the morning. I'm going to edit right now, and if I can get this editing done right away, I will jump in my Blazer and I will drive out to a Starbucks, and I will hopefully upload the video that we're recording right now, tonight. That way I'm kind of on top of it. I'm going to try to do that as much as I can, so by the time I get to Sunday, I'm not sitting inside of a Starbucks with a really crappy, slow computer trying to upload all these videos, like 5 videos for, quite some time, a few hours of sitting there probably, and catch up with on all that. So I'm going to try to do that. And if I do that while it's uploading, I will for sure do my live video for YouTube as well. So I did one for Facebook this morning, but then for YouTube. So I'm really excited about this structure that I've built, these disciplines. I saw areas today where I started getting a little bit behind, or I didn't transition just right, or I had kind of an emergency phone call situation today from a friend that really needed some help and just me to kind of talk them through a situation that was pretty rough. So I gave myself to those kind of things because that always comes first, those emergencies. But all in all, this is going to do it. This is going to do it. The morning was good. We got to spend some time on social media, just keeping those platforms kind of going. Those are really important. The book launches will be coming out soon. I got some good strategizing in today. Ate a bunch of good healthy food that's going to help bulk up my body. I want to start lifting and doing push-ups in here and just spend this winter building myself up physically, spiritually, emotionally, mentally, in every single facet that I can build myself. I want to build myself right now. And I also got a lot of good footage recorded for this painting. This painting is going to be a painting video. Well, actually, I got some footage recorded, but a lot of the forest I didn't record because it's easier just to, make it pop into place versus watching it all very slowly kind of come together, because there's some intricate detail inside that forest. It's just a little but my Patreon, thank you so much. You are awesome for giving and supporting me. So that's what this painting is for, is one of my Patreons. And I had a special promotion kind of deal going on. If somebody signs up for $20 or more Patreon support, I would paint them a custom painting of their liking. And that was just a limited time thing I was doing. But definitely she asked for an eagle, and so I am painting up an eagle, and I hope she really likes it and enjoys it. And if you're watching, thank you so much for believing in Will Brown Art and the mission and the cause and the vision and where we're going. And so we're going to keep building, you guys. Good things are coming. Appreciate you. Please comment, like, share, and subscribe. Also, consider being a Patreon yourself. Anything helps from $1 to $20 to $5. Whatever you want to pledge or give a month would be tremendous towards the direction I'm going. I vow to bring you guys the best content I can. And as I get more resources, I'm going to step everything up. Also, check out the links in the description below, because they might just go to my children's books, or they do. And so all these videos, I am going to be linking to my children's books, and you guys can go out and buy these books as they are launched and continue to launch into the future. So definitely check that out. That would be tremendous. Going to have some amazing books, amazing content coming out. Appreciate you guys more than you know. All the love, all the feedback, all the encouragement. I am going to keep beasting. We're not going to give up. We're not going to stop. And we're going to be at the top. And so thank you for joining me for this journey. And I look forward to, in a few years, looking back with you guys and being like, oh my gosh, look at where we're at. This is so awesome. And everything that we've been working so hard for, come to fruition. So it's happening. It's going to happen. And we got it. Appreciate you guys. Thanks so much. Hit that subscribe button. Bloop, bloop. And that little bell next to it. Bloop.